Well, it's 27 degrees outside, and we're gonna go do a leaf cleanup. Today is January 7th. It is 20 after 8 in the morning, and we're gonna go do a leaf cleanup. It is another one that doesn't belong to me. Well, I did one I filmed last week that did belong to me, and then I did another one that didn't belong to me. And now today I'm going to go do another one that doesn't belong to me. A lot of lawn care companies in my area have put all their stuff away for the winter, and they don't want to pull it back out. So they've referred cleanups to me. This one is a guy that has a lawn care company. He's also a solo guy, and he's been doing it for a long time. I've known him forever, but he's got so much other stuff going on right now, plus all of his stuff is in his trailer in his backyard, and it's sunk down a little bit because of the warm temperatures we've had. So everything he has is put away, and so one of his customers wants their leaves done that he didn't get a chance to do, so he called me. So I am going to do it. Now, a lot of guys, like I said, don't want to pull their stuff out because it is everything's cleaned and put away, all their equipment for the season, and so is mine. But you know, for the right price, I'll pull it back out. I have nothing else going on right now. It hasn't been snowing at all, so I'm not doing that. And instead of just sitting around, might as well go get these cleanups done and make some extra money. So it is very, very cold outside. It is windy again today. Not too bad, but a little windy. I'm going down on to the river, and that's where I'm doing one, which is a little windier and a little colder down there, but still, you know, for the right price, I'll pull my equipment back out and do these cleanups and then just wash it all again. You know, it's worth my time, but none of these other guys want to do them or can do them, so that leaves them for me. Well, I didn't get to do a whole ton of recording on this. A lot of things happened. You'll see me here. This is just the one big section. I do a full walk around at the end, but my main thing was to start going over it with the walker like this, with the back open, because this grass was all 7-8 inches tall and thick, and I need to get it cut down. All my properties, the last cut of the season, I cut them right down to like 2.5 inches. That way it's a lot easier to bag up the leaves. So my main idea was to mulch them up like this as best I could, and then go over it and bag whatever was left. Well, this wasn't working so great. The mower started spitting, sputtering, popping. It was like, I don't know, low 20s when I started doing this. I don't know why it was running like that. It ran perfectly fine last week, but it was a lot warmer. So you're going to see me just doing this section here, and then I do a full walk around. I end up going back home and grabbing the Great Dane with the accelerator. And but I did a bunch of slow-mo right here toward the end of this, because a lot of people have been asking me for more videos on when I leave the back of the hopper open and let the stuff eject out. This is the older style hopper. That's why it's up at an angle. I really want the door that just kind of folds and lays up flat on top of the hopper when you have it open. But anyway, so you get to see this here, the stuff coming out, and it's a mixture of the grass, the leaves, and some white, like, I don't know, it's kind of like snow. It's wet, it's frosted up, but anyway, I end up, you know, cutting it right down to like 2.5 inches with the Great Dane. I took this one home real quick and then grabbed that one and brought it back and finished it off. But what a pain in the butt. Like, see, you can see it just blasting out of the back of there, but for some reason it just started running like crap. I think it just had a lot to do with the cold, but nothing I won't get fixed before spring comes. Alright, I'm going to take you guys for a little walk around this property. I only filmed that little bit right there with the walker because it started spitting, sputtering, popping. It started running like crap. Something's wrong with it. It had been sitting for a while, but I went and did that 4-hour cleanup the other day and it ran perfectly fine. and I don't know, but it is like 23 degrees outside now, so 25, something like that. Maybe it's just too cold, I don't really know. But I end up having to run back to the house and grabbing the old trusty Great Dane, which wouldn't start because the battery was dead. I put the jump pack on it, started right up, left it on the trailer running all the way over here to this house, which is only about 4 or 5 minutes away from my house. So I left it running on the trailer. I got here, and it did great after that. And I grabbed the accelerator. That thing, I'd have been screwed without that accelerator today. But anyway, so it starts right over here, and it's this whole length all the way back to here, which is what you guys saw me mowing in that first part. But I didn't really bag anything over here. I just went over it like 2-3 times, and I cut it at 2.5 inches to get it right down. It was all of 7-8 inches tall. So then there is this side over here. This goes right up there, the edge of the driveway, up this edge, this whole area out here. There was a lot of leaves out here. I did the same thing there, and all this here. I end up going over the entire lawn and cut the whole thing at 2.5. The gator blades are on the Great Dane, so I cut the whole thing at 2.5 inches, and it mulched everything up pretty good. I still filled that accelerator up a whole bunch of times, but then I went over it, and so you can see I didn't have to get anything out of the tennis court. They don't care about that, I guess. So saw that side that come up over there, comes up to here, this part of the house here, and then this whole area out here. And then there was this fence line right by the river. That's Canada over there, but there was this fence line by the river over here, and they were packed in there, but most of it is dead brush. I guess they throw a bunch of sticks and things in there all the way down. If it were my house, I'd keep that nice and cleaned out. But anyway, so I just picked a few spots and kept dumping the accelerator over, and I had huge piles. So what I ended up doing was just hitting it with the backpack blower and pushing it right over the edge. Thank goodness. I would not have wanted to take everything out of here. But this is just a walk around in the final. You guys can see what it looks like. But cut down very short. It was tall. It looked scraggly. Looked really bad. But, you know, trying to bag up all that grass and all them thick leaves at the same time with it that thick just wasn't going to happen. So, but anyway, that's the walk around. Look at this trailer. I borrowed this trailer because I didn't want to get my 2 big ones out, and it's quite an angle. But I couldn't find, I don't have a drop hitch with a 2-inch ball. All my trailers are 2 5/16. My camper, my enclosed, my open, and this is a 2-inch. So this is the only one I have with a 2-inch at 3-way. And there's my only drop hitch, and that's got my 2 5/16 ball on it. So for this little job, I wasn't gonna switch that. But anyway, so that's that. This cleanup is done, and you know, besides the pain in the butt things that I got to deal with, like what happened here in the cold, I don't mind these cleanups. The cold don't bother me, to be honest with you. I'll work in the cold all day. They say that it's supposed to, what time is it now? 12:11. They say by 1 o'clock we're supposed to get a bunch of mixture of freezing rain and sleet. So, whew, I'm sweating. Freezing rain and sleet we're supposed to get around 1 o'clock. So I was rushing. I wanted to get this done before then, but I don't know. It seems now that it might not come in. We might get some rain, but I don't think we'll get much more than that. But anyway, another cleanup done.